Okay, so here we have week 9, Tuesday, daily grammar practice. The first set of directions that are given to you are rewrite this sentence adding at least one adjective. So, before we dive into this, Ariel, what is an adjective?
It's a word that describes a noun.
All right, a word that describes a noun or a pronoun, but typically a noun. So then I'm going to ask you, Kaden, what are the two nouns in this sentence? The puppy wagged its tail.
Puppy and its tail.
And it's a puppy and, oh, I see what you're saying. Well, we're going to do this. How about that? Okay? Puppy and tail. Those are going to be our two nouns. And so we're going to look at those and we're going to, oh, okay. So I'm going to add a describing word, an adjective, before these. Even though the directions only ask me to give one, why not exceed that level of expectation? I would like to hear your sentence loud and proud. Jax, go.
The puppy happily wagged his tail.
You told me how he wagged his tail. You gave me an adverb. Thank you. The puppy happily wagged his tail. I need you to describe the puppy, or I need you to describe the tail. Thank you for volunteering. Go.
The puppy wagged its especially long tail.
It's especially long tail.
No,
Okay.
suspicious.
Oh, suspiciously long tail. Or abnormally long tail. Good job. You and the humor always. Yes.
The brown puppy wagged its tail.
Perfect. The brown puppy wagged its tail. If I told you, Bryson, you met that level of expectation, I want you to step it up a notch. And you could tell me the brown and white puppy wagged its fluffy tail. Hear all those adjectives? Okay. Yes, sir.
The cute dog wagged its long black tail.
The cute puppy wagged its long, black tail. Thank you. Last comment, Brooke.
The joyful puppy wagged its fluffy tail.
Good. The joyful puppy. Someone said one this morning, the playful puppy. I thought that was cute because puppies are playful. Aren't they, Carter? All right. Very good. So you get the idea. So we had to put describing words before these nouns. Okay? So our adjectives. Number 2 is asking you to determine what is the correct way to divide these words into syllables. How do you say this word? Who knows? How do you say this word? Go.
Obstinate.
Obstinate. Obstinate. So if you know how to say the word, you can break it up into syllabication. Okay? So, did you do this? Anybody do the chin? Obstinate. Did you do that? Or you tap it out or you clap it out? Great. All right. Hadley, come on up. Rewrite the word, separating it into syllabication and noting that break with a vertical line, please. Obstinate. While she's headed up here, who knows what obstinate means? Who knows what obstinate means? What if I give it to you in a sentence? Okay, my grandson Cameron, when he was 2 years old, he was extremely obstinate at times. I want to hear somebody else some airtime, but thank you. Go, Tonio. What? Go.
Shy.
What'd you say?
Shy.
Shy. Okay, that's a good guess. Yes.
Crazy.
Nope. Yes.
Playful.
Okay, no. He was very obstinate at the age of 2. Has anybody ever heard of children when they're 2 years old of the terrible twos? Paisley?
Obnoxious.
Obnoxious, but there's even a better word for it because you're thinking about maybe the root of the word. Obstinate, obnoxious. I am going to ask you to, I'm going to clear my hands of this, give it to you. Look up the word, if you would, for me. Obstinate, and then I'll let you disinfect your hands. Obstinate. So, Hadley, watch me. Obstinate. So let's break the word apart. O-B, stinate. That's how I wanted you to display it, okay? So this is incorrectly separated into syllabication. Paisley, do you have a definition for this word for us?
Almost.
She's almost, okay. So I'm going to elaborate a little bit more on my sentence. When my grandson was 2 years old, he was very obstinate at times and would not get in that darn car seat to go to story time at the library. So does that help you? Give me one more guess. Go, Jonah.
Stubborn.
Stubborn. What's the definition?
Stubborn.
There you go. So you got it in context. Thank you. I'm going to need you to disinfect. Thank you so much. Good job. So, obstinate means stubborn. If I were you guys, I would definitely write that word down because you want to incorporate that into your personal repertoire. You want it to become a part of your person, yourself. Lock it in your brain, incorporate it into your writing and in your speaking. Boy, I know I would certainly be impressed if in your writing you wrote to me, and I cannot believe how obstinate this person was, whatever, blah, blah, blah. Rather than saying, I can't believe how stubborn they were. Because that means your score for writing just went from a 3 to a 4 when you're using that, fancier vocabulary. Obstinate. Next word. What is it? Yes, sir, Carter.
Occupant.
What is it?
Occupant.
Occupant. Who knows what that is? Go.
I think he was occupied.
Say that again.
Occupied.
Give me a sentence.
The boy was occupied on
By or when he was playing.
when he was at the zoo.
Okay. He was occupied when he was playing at the zoo because he was entertained by the animals, right?
Yeah.
All right. So it's something that, okay, now we're talking about an occupant, okay, which the base word is occupy. When you occupy something, okay? What do you want to say, Hayden?
Someone that is being occupied.
Okay, someone that is being occupied, you are on the right track. Carter, actually an occupant. You want to go?
Someone who like someone who occupies someone.
Someone who occupies something, even though we don't want to use that word in the definition. Okay, but it's a place where, okay, let's go with just occupant. Occupant is a person, when you go to a hotel, they'll say, oh, we only have room for 48 occupants here. We're a very small motel.
People.
It's places where you live. People who, like apartments, they'll say, oh, how many occupants do you have here? Oh, we have 154. You know those apartments behind Burger King and the
Yes.
hotel? Okay, so I don't know how many occupants they have there, but I'm sure it's over 200.
My dad used to live there.
Okay, so that's what they're considered occupants, like residents. How many people can occupy this space? When you go into an elevator, you'll see the occupancy rate. When you go into a restaurant, especially with COVID right now, you can only have so many people occupying that space, Jax, or taking that space. All right, head on up here, please, Brooke. Rewrite this word and separate it according to syllabication. Occupant. Occupant. You got it. Guys, also, when we get to a point there, you're going to give me back your portfolios. That's the time, if you have questions about any of your grades, that's the time you say, hey, Miss McLilly, I have a question about my grade. Okay? And that is correct. OC, line, vertical line, CU, vertical line, PANT. Thank you, Brooke. All right, number 4 is asking you to correct this sentence. Me and Pete got a new dog at Adam's Pet Shop. Sure did, sure enough. Me and Pete got a new dog. Now, we may talk that way in conversational speech out here in Tipton County, and that's all right. But when we're talking about standard English, what should that sentence look like? Head on up there. Let's see what you can do for us, Caden. Hey, babe, use this over here if you want to use that. All right. You think you're done? Disinfect your hands, Pumpkin. All right. So he did that. Let's see what's happening here. So we knew it didn't need to be me. You knew it needed to be I. I like that he made that notation, but let's read it this way now. I and Pete got a new dog at Adam's Pet Shop. Should it be I and Pete? What should it be?
Pete and I.
Pete and I. Okay, so we're going to swap that out. Okay, so Pete and I. Pete and I. Okay, because what you want to do is you could have taken Pete out of there, and if you didn't know whether to use me or I, you would have read that sentence with me, and you wouldn't say me got a new dog at Adam's Pet Shop. So you know it needs to be I. Got a new dog at Adam's Pet Shop. Because I'm telling you the name of the pet shop that I went to, that whole thing is going to be capitalized because now it has become a proper noun. P, S, and whose pet shop is it? Adam's. So we're going to do the apostrophe S there in order to indicate possession. This is a declarative sentence because it's telling me something. That's why it ends in a period. Now look at number 5. This sentence is horrible. It's like, oh, it's hard to even read it. It says, Tim's shoes are too big, so he will buy a new pair at Ace Shoe Store. Woo! Jera, you ready to come take a stab at this one? This one has so many corrections. Good luck. I'm sure you're going to do great. This one just has so many spelling corrections. Because it has those, a lot of homophones in them or just spelled it incorrectly. Look at all the corrections. Guys, please make sure you're taking good notes because I have a feeling this one may resurface on Friday on your quiz or Thursday. Can't get used to it. Okay, here we go. Pete, yeah, Tim's. Okay, I'm sure this is because either way this was written on top of that. So I'm going to just rewrite this. She knew it needed to be capitalized. T-I-M, then, oh, it's already there, apostrophe S. Tim's shoes are too big, comma, so he will buy a new pair at Ace Shoe Store. Yes, that is not a compound word. Those are separate. So that is correct. That is also a declarative sentence which ends in a period. Please make your corrections right now on Tuesday's Daily Language, Week 9.